Hey everyone, today we have something really special, and that is the addition of Google Fonts and VUE. Now, some of you have been wanting a different font usage for VUE, and we thought, okay, well, why don't we pick the 10 best fonts from Google Fonts and then give you a choice in the control panel which one to use. And myself and my developer, we looked into it and we realized, looking at the Google API, we realized, wait a minute, why are we just going to offer you 10 fonts when you can actually offer you the whole collection? So that's what we did. We gave the ability to go to Google Fonts, pick the font that you want, and then copy the name of the font and then paste it onto the control panel, and that's the font that you would use. So let me, before we do that, let me back up a little bit and let you know what the the VUE layout is for those that don't know. The VUE layout is the free website that comes with your pro account. Things that you can do is change the header. You can use a video header or an image header. Comes with a countdown, which you can remove. It comes built in with the player. Also license. And just different sections that you can add or remove. You can add in a YouTube video. It comes with contact form and the header, the footer, and so forth. But the really cool thing about all that is the ability, the responsive design. It just works flawless and it looks really awesome. So it would look good on a mobile device and smaller devices alike. Okay, so now that I got that out of the way, let me continue with the fonts. So as I said earlier, you can choose any Google font for review. So let me show you how to do that. And it is all done, guys. You guys can go ahead and do that yourself. So let me start from the beginning. All right, you want to start from the beginning and go to View, go to Stylize, and you'll see that the font interface is already there. So at this point, we gave you a couple defaults that you can choose from. You don't have to choose these, but these are fonts that we thought you might like, except for maybe that one. That one's a little adventurous, but some of these that actually a producer, I think Mezzy Beats, suggested, and then a couple other ones. So let's go ahead and try it out. Let's try Techo. So I'm going to go ahead and submit it, and then we're going to go to the view layout, which is our default, and we're going to refresh it. Now, as you can see, the font changed. Now, in my opinion, this is a little bit too small, so I'm not sure why we suggested it. But as you can see, the font completely changed. Let's try another one. I think you get the idea. Let's do Ender. Submit it. Now, guys, keep in mind that you do want to refresh the page. It's not going to change automatically. So refresh the page, and then you'll see the font did change. You scroll down. That looks really cool, actually. I like that. But the possibilities, for this is really awesome because you can choose a Google font. Okay, so let me show you the custom Google font. So in the control panel, as you can see, you have different presets that you can choose from. But what if none of these? What if you don't like any of these? And there's something in Google Fonts that you'd rather choose, you can do that. So let's go to the other, and then you can open up Google Fonts or just go to googlefonts.com. I believe it's Google Fonts. It's fonts.google.com, and just pick the font that you want. And then all you need to do is paste the name of the font right here, and submit it. So let's go ahead and test it. So in this example, I'm going to use plaster. I'm going to click on plaster. I'm just going to copy, and I'm going to just simply paste it right in there. And as you can see, it does a little preview of it. And I'm going to hit submit on the bottom. And then I'm going to just go to the view layout, and I'm going to refresh it. Okay, so there it is. So as you can see, the font did change. Now, I think this is a good time to talk about font selection. Not trying to tell you guys what to do with your layout because it's yours, but you want to pick a font that is readable. As you can tell here, you can't really read that. And if you're going to use a font like this for your view layout, then don't expect people to actually read what's on your website. And that is extremely counterproductive. So pick a font that is very clean and is readable. That's what you want. That is the key. All right, guys. So even though we gave you full control over your font, just be wary of that and just be careful. Use a nice clean font that's very readable, and you will be all set to go. So as you can see, I went back into the control panel and I used Arimo as the new font, and now everything is readable. Everything's can be read perfectly, and it's nice and clean. So, just be careful about that. All right, guys. So this font control is completely active. You don't have to update anything. You can just go to your view stylize and then choose whatever font you want. Again, the two major things is you can pick from a preset, or you can grab your own Google font by going to other and then pasting the name of the Google font here, and it'll show up, and you'll use that as the font. Now keep in mind that we did give you the ability to use all of them, but not every single one is going to work, simply because it can't handle these types of some of the script fonts will not work, and some of the fonts with really special characters won't work. But for the most part, most of them will. All right, guys, so that's Vue with Google Fonts. Hope you guys enjoy.